Good morning. This is the second card in the Stamp Club for August. We are using Fields and Bloom. It is two-step stamping. And we will actually be stamping this here and then stamping it again up there. We'll be using every stamp in the stamp set. We'll be using the clouds, the bird, and then this two-step stamping to put on the envelope and also on the inside. Sentiments are Hope You Know, and we're using You Are the Sunshine That Brightens So Many of My Days. And we're using Special Moments for Happy Birthday. So that is what we're doing today. I will set that there. Whew, I love two-step stamping. Okay, in your kit, I know I'm using Starry Sky. I like Starry Sky with this, and yes, it is retired, so you can, this is what the Stamp Club is getting, but you can use any combination of colors. One of the other colors I used is for this one. So see the difference? So you can use however you want to use it. This is 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. So we will score it and set that aside. In the kit, you will have Parakeet Party, and that is 5.5 or 5 1/4 by 4. And then this is just a little bit smaller. This is 5 by 3 3/4. I made the inside the same as the outside so there wouldn't be any confusion. So that we will stamp on, and that will go here. You will also get your strips, and that, what do I have the size for the strips? 1 inch by 3 3/4. And then 1 1/4 inch by 4. Okay. Now what we'll do is we are going to stamp. So I have my cushion this time, and it's going to be a vertical, so we're going to put it right this way. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to stamp our green. Now, I am going to put a piece of grid paper over this because I want to go off the paper a little bit. When you stamp your green flowers, you know, the curve goes at the top, but don't stamp right on the edge because you will have a white spot. So just go off the edge a little bit. Now, with the big stamps, people can do this. I prefer to turn it over and give it a good inking. So I'm going to stamp the green first, Parakeet Party, and I'm going, making sure both sides covers the whole thing, and then go off the paper a little bit and stamp down. Okay. And then, I don't know if you can see. Okay. And then we are going to take our Starry Sky, and the curve goes at the top, and these flowers go in these little open spaces, so it's actually fairly easy to stamp. I was pleased. I was a little nervous, but it worked good. Probably could have re-inked these, but because I have been using them. Okay. So we are going to go orientation at the top, and I have to get my head in here because I have to see where my open spaces are. And I am going to see. I could have re-inked. I do need to re-ink it, but we're going to go ahead with the video the way it is. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to stamp the green again. I cased this card for my upline Lynn Starzl, and in order to have the fields go up higher, I want to do another one. Now I'm going to make sure that I leave enough sky up here, and I'm going to overlap here because that's where my sentiment will go. So I'm not worried about right here. So I am going to make sure it's cross on both sides, and then I'm going to do my flowers. It's a little bit more difficult when you're trying to see the second layer, but we're going to do it. It's going to be right in there. Okay, so we're not worried about this little place in here. Now, in order to avoid some of the starkness of this, we're going to use boho blue and take it off, ink a little bit, and just make this a little darker here. Okay? And then I'm going to take the clouds, and if you're wondering now, did the clouds go this way or do they go this way? Always look at your stamp set. That's the orientation. So the clouds go this way. I thought that was a cool thing to know. Now I'm going to stamp off, and that might be a little light, so let's see here. Let's do this one. Okay. And stamp off. And there's your clouds. Isn't that cool? And you can use this for any of your scenery pictures. Any of them. Then we have a little bird. And I am just going to do a Night of Navy bird. And put the bird right in the center. Like it. Okay. Now I am going to stamp the happy birthday using Starry Sky. Now if you'll notice on this one, I have, whoops, here we go, 3 lines. I used my Simply Score just to create a little dimension to it, but you can take your score from your trimmer and just make 3 lines here or make a couple here. So that's a way to actually add a little bit of pizzazz or element to your card. I'm just going to go ahead and stamp the happy birthday. And put that right in the center. Okay. And then I'll set that aside, and I'm going to now remove this because this stamp set is cling, so I don't need my cushion. So I will stamp that one. I moved it a little bit. Okay, that's all right. Okay. Now I'm going to bring my cushion back because I'm going to stamp. And you look at these stamps, you go, oh, how do I do these? Again, just a tip, look at your stamp set. So this goes up. So we're going to stamp this. Where's my card at? There we go. And the green, Parakeet Party. And I'm also going to go ahead and stamp my envelope if I can find it here, so I can do that at the same time. So okay, we'll set that aside. And now we're going to stamp this. And you think, oh, the flowers, what did the flowers do? The flowers are down, so that's what I'm going to do, is the flowers are down. And I'm going to do that in Starry Sky. And my shadows, we're just going to just kind of I definitely need to re-ink. That pretty? And that is that. Now we just need to assemble. Okay, so we have our card. This is our sample. We're going to go ahead and layer this on here, and I think instead of using glue, I'm going to go ahead and use Stampin' Seal this time. Maybe not this one. This one looks like it might be empty. Ah, okay, we'll see. Not, I'll just use the glue. Yep, it's empty. Well, maybe not. And that layers here, and then this layers on top of your card. I love the stamp set. Ooh, I like this. Okay. And this layers on here. And then this goes right across there. Green. I gotta see what I'm doing here. Green to green, okay? And then this goes on the inside. And you have your card. Isn't that, I mean, you could zazzle this up more. You could do embossing with it. You could, or heat embossing with your colors. There's a lot of things that you could actually add to this card to really pizzazz it up. But this is for the Stamp Club, so thank you very much. I'll catch you on the next video. There we go.